You are watching TTV. Thank you very much for being with us today. Now it's moment to take a look at today's top headlines. New batch of trainees joined Police Academy. Extra support sent at the National Center of Emergency Management. Essential commodity supply to affected people in North Al-Batina. Total power outage in Lebanon. China and India held talks to ease border frictions. India minister's son arrested. Neymar believes 2022 World Cup in Qatar will be held for last in Brazil. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Mainly clear skies over most of the Sultanate with chances of convective cloud formation over Al Hajar Mountains. And also there is chance of early morning low clouds and fog patches over parts of the Arabian Sea and Oman Sea coast. Let's see at the temperature throughout the Sultanate.
Muscat is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 24 and 33 degrees Celsius. Musandam is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 30 and 36 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batina is expected to be also sunny with temperatures between 26 and 32 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batina is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 23 and 33 degrees Celsius. Al-Buraimi is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 26 and 36 degrees Celsius. Al-Dahira is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 37 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhliya is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 26 and 37 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 36 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiya is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 23 and 33 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 24 and 39 degrees Celsius. And Dhofar is expected to be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 29 degrees Celsius.
It's time for the COVID-19 update. The ministry has registered one new death related to COVID-19 today. This adds a total of 4,102 COVID-19 related deaths in the Sultanate. The health officials extend their deepest condolences to the family of the deceased. Additionally, the total number of confirmed cases in the Sultanate jumps to 303,965. And a total of 50 new coronavirus cases has been confirmed in the last 24 hours. 97 has been confirmed recovered, which adds a total of 299,278 recovered cases in the country. The Ministry of Health and Supreme Committee has urged all the citizens and residents in the country to adhere to all precautionary measures. And now, let's talk about our local stories. A new batch of citizens have joined the Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences training. A new generation of citizens is joining the Sultan Qaboos Academy of Police Sciences for training after passing electronic and field tests, personal interviews, and medical examinations. To join the Royal Oman Police, according to Oman News Agency in a statement. The Special Task Force Police Unit in the Wilayat of Rustak has sent additional human force to support the efforts of the relief and shelter in the wilayats of Al Habura and Suwaik in North Al-Batina Governorate. A statement issued online by Oman news agency said, "Today, an additional human force from the Special Task Force Police unit in the Wilayat of Rustaq is supporting the efforts of the relief and shelter in the National Center for Emergency Management. The task force will help in removing waste from public places and homes of those affected in the wilayats of Suwaik and Al-Habura." The Military Subcommittee for Emergency Management in North Al-Batina Governorate has distributed supplies and essential commodities to people who have been affected by Cyclone Shaheen. Units of the Military Subcommittee for Emergency Management in North Al-Batina Governorate distributed supplies and essential commodities in those affected by Cyclone Shaheen, Oman news agency said in a statement. The Royal Guard of Oman continues its relentless missions and endeavors to provide assistance to citizens and residents affected by the tropical situation in North Al-Batina Governorate by providing various consumer and food items and distributing them to the affected families. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with the international stories. This is the midday update, and now it's time to jump to the international scene. The Lebanese power network completely stopped working at noon on Saturday, and it's unlikely that it will work until next Monday, or for several days, an official told by Sky News. According to Al Jazeera, Lebanon's continuing economic crisis has created a fuel shortage, adding extended power cuts. While experts have said a proposal recently put forth by the United States ambassador in Lebanon to revive a transnational gas pipeline running from Egypt to Lebanon could help alleviate the problem. It is far from a long-term solution for the country's continuing failure to generate sufficient electricity. It's not a new idea. From 2009 to 2010, gas was being pumped through Egypt to Jordan and through Syria to Lebanon. Diana Casey, a board member of the Lebanese Oil and Gas Initiative and an expert on energy governance, told to Al Jazeera. That arrangement using the Arab gas pipeline ended when Lebanon defaulted on payments and attacks on the pipeline in Egypt disrupted supplies. Studies are also still needed to address what damage Syria's war might have done to the pipeline. Technically speaking, it will be done by the end of this year if there is serious political will. Meanwhile, energy ministers from Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, and Jordan met in Oman on Wednesday, where they affirmed their willingness to facilitate transfers of gas to energy-strapped Lebanon. Lebanese officials have said the World Bank has offered to provide funding for the gas, but provided no other details. India and Chinese army commanders met to discuss steps to disengage troops from key friction areas along their disputed border. Both commanders met on Sunday, according to a statement issued on Monday from Chinese military spokesperson, who added that the Indian side sticks to unreasonable and unrealistic demands, adding difficulties to the negotiations. Since February, both India and China have withdrawn troops from some face-off sites on the northern and southwestern part of Pangotso, Gora, and Galwan Valley, but they still have their extra troops as part of multi-tier deployment. Additional troop deployment has also taken place at Demshok. Talks came as a result of the concern expressed by the Indian Army chief at what he called a massive deployment of troops and weaponry by the Chinese side. On the other side, the Chinese statement issued by Senior Kolong Shoua on the Western Theater Command mentioned that China's determination to safeguard its sovereignty and unwavering, and China hopes that India will not misjudge the situation. The border of actual control that separates China and India held territories from Ladakh in western India, which China claims in its entirety. The territory was fought a deadly war over the border in 1962. Incident that left 8 dead in Lakhimpur, India is the reason why India's minister's son, Ashish Mishra, was arrested. A car linked to his father plowed into protesting farmers in Uttar Pradesh state, taking the life of 4 men. An angry mob then beat to death 3 other men in the car, including the driver, and also the life of a journalist was taken during the event. All men connected with the incident were taken to the Supreme Court and started a file and an investigation. But it was until Friday when a top court stated that they were not satisfied with the steps taken towards the minister's son and asked the police why the minister's son wasn't arrested if he was accused of a serious crime like murder. After some disapprovals from Chief Justice Kurt, his comments came during a hearing in court after 2 lawyers from Uttar Pradesh wrote to the Justice Chief to seek federal investigation into the incident. After protests by opposition parties and farmers' unions, the police finally opened a murder investigation on Monday and registered a case against the minister and his son. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. This is the midday update, and now it's time to talk about sports. Neymar has admitted that in all likelihood next year, FIFA World Cup in Qatar will be his last, as the strain of the game has taken its toll on the Brazilian's body and mind. The PSG star has represented the Seleção at the 2014 World Cup on home soil and in Russia 4 years later, but expects the tournament next winter to be his final appearance on football's biggest stage. "I think it's my last World Cup," the 29-year-old said at DAZN exclusive new documentary Neymar and the Line of Kings. "I say it as my last because I don't know if I have the strength of mind to deal with football anymore. So I'll do everything to turn up well, do everything to win with my country, to realize my greatest dream since I was little. And I hope I can do it," he added. Neymar will be 34 in 2026, when the United States, Canada, and Mexico will host the biggest competition in the world. Aside from the Olympic gold, he won the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. Neymar's only trophy with the national came in 2013 when Brazil lifted the Confederation Cup. That's all for today. Thank you for being with us today. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to watch TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the DTV studios on DFM 95.4. Let's talk.